Good afternoon. Each year we give special recognition to the class celebrating its 50th year reunion. Today we recognize the class of 1960 for a half a century of accomplishments and achievements. Class member Ms. Elizabeth Craig will now come to share more about her class. Ms. Craig.
Good afternoon, Dr. Avery, to the desk guests, and to all who are assembled this afternoon. I am truly privileged to be able to stand here, in fact, to be able to walk up those stairs, representing a class that graduated in June of 1960, which was 50 years ago. Actually, when I come on this campus, I'm always overwhelmed because when we attended Coppin, there were two buildings. There was a stone building that was called the Miles Connor building, and then there was actually a duplex that was our activity area. And we enjoyed it. We played cards. Pinochle was the game of choice. Coke was the drink of choice. And we had a great time here. What made our time here so interesting was that the fact that we were such a small school did not have any impact on the quality of education we received. We had the most fantastic faculty of any school in the world. That's what we thought. And I would say to you that we received a Harvard education in those two little rooms. We paid the astronomical sum of $25 a year that was the activity fee. And you know the reason why we paid that was because of segregation. We were not allowed to go to other schools, so the state paid our tuition. We paid $25 for activity fee and maybe close to $100 for books for 1 year. You pay that now for one book. So we can say to you that for approximately $500, we received a 4-year education that cannot be compared with any education anywhere. We had the kinds of instructors who wanted us to step out and to know that it was possible for us to be anything we wanted to be. Incidentally, this was not Coppin State College. It was not Coppin State University. It was Coppin State Teachers College. There was one focus. We were all going to be teachers, the best teachers that we could be. And you know, we had to wear, the ladies had to wear stockings every day. Am I right? We had to be dressed. And I can remember being taken to what was called an honor court, because on a day we were having physical education over in that wonderful house that was called the Student Activities Building, I had on tennis and socks. I mistakenly left the basement area and came up on the first floor, which was a no-no. And I was taken to the honor court and given a warning that this could not happen again. Of course, today nobody would even dream of saying anything to you, whether you had socks, no socks, or whatever. But that was what was happening to us. When we went out into the community to go to schools, to be involved in the schools, the ladies had to wear heels and stockings, gloves, and hats, because we were going out and we were expected to set an example for those who would see us. We were going to be teachers. We were Coppin students. We were very, very special. and we knew it. We did not want to do anything that would ever make anybody at Coppin hang his or her head in shame because we had done something that would not have been expected. It was a marvelous experience to be here. And when we were leaving in 1960, we were getting a new building that we didn't get a chance to use. It was called the Pullen Gymnasium. It's no longer here. But you got all of these marvelous buildings here that are here for your benefit. And it is certainly our hope that the pride that you have in Coppin will exceed the pride that we had. We just knew we were blessed. And maybe that's not a word that you wouldn't hear, but blessed. We were blessed and honored to have been accepted at Coppin.